This kind of misses, but she kind of reconnects it to be the fact that this friend of hers was jaywalking and it was rainy, so it happened to... She tries to say basically that it was the friend's fault, which is an awful thing to imply, but anyways, besides the point.
So, because I'm going to say this was an absolute freak thing that happened on how I left the physical world.
Yeah.
She goes on to use a technique I like to call listen and reiterate. If you remember, Theresa is the one in the beginning who said that she's getting some type of accident, right? She's getting someone who had some type of accident, which could have been anyone in the audience. But obviously this person volunteers, and now she reiterates what has already been said throughout this conversation. She says, I'm getting that this was a freak accident. She's already established that this was an accident. And also, that's obvious. Why? It's not like the friend was like, yeah, no, it was actually planned.
But I want you, did someone leave the scene of the accident? Or, because I heard, tell her that even if they got to me sooner, I still would not have been able to survive.
Yeah, it was a very rainy night. Driver just didn't see and he jaywalked.
And now we move on to another classic psychic technique. Oh, I'm getting a sense that maybe someone left the scene, someone left. So she's fishing the fact that maybe that it was a hit and run, right? Well, notice what she does. She says this, she throws this out there, and she realizes she's not getting a yes right away. She's not seeing the person nod and be amazed. So she goes, but. She moves that in another direction, and she says, oh, well, because what they're telling me is that it doesn't matter if someone came there in time, it's too late. Which has nothing to do with that first thought she had, that someone left the scene of the crime. Those aren't connected. She simply shifted what she was saying.
He actually just said to me that you had a dream of him.
Yeah.
He goes, I told her that I was okay in a dream.
Now, finally, she pulls out one of the most common bag of tricks that a psychic uses and talks about them dreaming of someone that they lost. It's incredibly, insanely common. Almost everyone has a dream of someone in their life that suddenly passed away, or even someone who, just anyone in their life has passed away, grandmother, grandfather, friend. We all have dreams of people that we have lost. Usually it's things we want to hear from that person, like they're okay, they're doing good. So she uses this as a last resort to close off her reading and end on a high note. But anyways, here's my challenge to you, Long Island medium Theresa Caputo, and also Drew Barrymore if you're hearing this. Let me come on the show and challenge Theresa directly. If she can do her reading under my conditions, I'll give her $10,000 and finally admit that I'm wrong and that psychic mediums are genuinely real.